Hello, Cal67 Gaming here. We are back again with another haul. We've had another reasonably productive month, so we've got a few things just to show. You want to start?
Yeah, for the Dreamcast we have Choo Choo Rocket. Now this is a puzzle game.
It's actually a very good puzzle game.
Yes.
Definitely a must-own on the Dreamcast, and since we picked one up recently, it made sense to pick up Choo Choo Rocket as well. But it's a brilliant game where you play on a grid where your mice run about, and you decide what direction that you want to send them by placing arrows on the grid.
And some levels you have to avoid the cats.
Well, aye, there is that. Also got the game for the Game Boy Advance. There it is. It is Chronicles of Narnia. I think it's the Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. It certainly is. I've had it in to test to make sure it works. Seems to be a kind of action RPG kind of game. I'll be honest with you, it's not a game that I thought, oh, I really want that game. But when you see Game Boy Advance games boxed in reasonably good condition, I'll pick them up because you don't see them that often. They're not as common as the ones were.
Now, next up for the Nintendo GameCube we have Madden 2003.
Well, everyone knows what Madden is.
Yeah.
I did have this one on the PS2. Played it to death, I seem to remember when it first came out. And it's a GameCube game. GameCube games...
You don't come across them at a reasonable price.
Yeah, most of them are quite overpriced, but
most of them go for
being a sports game, this was
at least £5 or so.
And it's a good game. It's a game that I enjoy playing. Another sports game that I enjoy playing on a Nintendo system. This is, I don't know if you can see that through the thing, is Super Kickoff. I'll take it out the packet. There you go. Can you see that? Super Kickoff, which was just a massive game back in the early 90s. I remember playing it on the NES. That's obviously the Game Boy version. It plays reasonably well, but Game Boy games are very primitive.
Now, I don't believe we have had a game from this console quite recently in one of the halls, but it is for the PC, and it is Terminator 3 War of the Machines. Now, as you can see from the back, it is a shooter.
So it's one for you to play then.
So it'll be one for me to play once I get around to playing PC shooters and that. Obviously, we don't play PC that much anyways.
I think that's more because we don't pick up a lot of games for it.
No.
However, this month you did pick up a couple, and this is one for me to play. This one is Warhammer Mark of Chaos, which, I'll be honest with you, I haven't put it in yet. But I love Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War. Wasn't
that one for the PlayStation 3?
No.
But there was one for the PlayStation.
So I'm hoping that this is like the Fantasy Warhammer version of that, where it's a really good real-time strategy game. I might be a million miles wide of the mark. Find out when I get round to playing it.
Now, for the Nintendo Switch, it's a sequel to one of the weirdest games ever. It's Galgun 2. Now, you don't play through Galgun 1.
It is what it is. It's a shooter.
I've actually tried this one, and there's somewhat of a story to it.
It's a strange shooter, but it's a shooter nonetheless.
Yeah. But obviously I've tried it. I mean, for a shooter, that is weird, because it's not the conventional shooter or anything.
It's what it is.
But it is what it is, and
it's good fun in short bursts.
It's a good.
I just mentioned there before that I really like Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War. This is Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War Dark Crusade, which I've actually never played this one. I love the base game. Got Winter Assault as well, the expansion for the base game. This is a standalone, but it's more of the same. It's Same people that made it, obviously, it's Relic. Just a brilliant, brilliant real-time strategy. Can't wait to get into that, but obviously need a lot of time to do so.
Next up, for the Nintendo DS, it is 007 Quantum of Solace. Now, from the back, it is a somewhat of a shooter, but obviously, being on the DS, there'll be two screens, and I'm guessing one is the GPS map and one is the actual
What they
thing.
tend to do these, and I don't know if they do it with this, if it is a shooter, because I haven't played this one.
It looks like it.
The bottom screen, you move, it's like a right stick on a console. It might not be, but that's
That's
how Call of Duty works anyway.
We do have the 007 Quantum of Solace for the PS3 though as well.
Another DS game. Tony Hawk Downhill Jam. This one is not like most of the traditional Tony Hawk series. This one is more like Tony Hawk 1, where you start at the top of a run and you've got various things that you have to do on the way down. You don't get to go back and try to get something that you missed. You got one run at it, go down. Like I say, like Tony Hawk 1, which is the game that I think we all fell in love with. And this is just that on the DS with more cartoonish graphics.
Well, next up, for the PlayStation 3, it is Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. Now this is sort of like what Saints Row 4 done with Gatto of Hell. It's like a DLC extra story, but instead of playing as, I think it was Chuck Green, obviously in that one you try and save Katie with getting her Zombrex and that. This one is playing as Frank West from the first game, obviously going back to Fortune City to probably mop up Chuck's.
So is it a completely different story but with the same engine as the second game?
I think so.
I think so. Love my real-time strategy. This is another one on the PC. This is Age of Mythologies, the Titans expansion pack. Already had Age of Mythologies. This adds it's the Atlanteans and I'll have to read the back. Just the Atlanteans it says on the back.
Bring you the Titans.
But anyway, it's a great game. All the Age of Empires games are brilliant. This is obviously same people, same engine. Brilliant, brilliant game. Can't wait to get into that. Again, though, I need to find the time to do it.
Next up for the Wii, it is Ferrari Challenge Deluxe. Now, something weird when we saw this was the actual one, not the deluxe one, which is this one, was more expensive than the deluxe. Don't know how. I mean, they do have different box arts and that. But anyways, we did find this, and it is another racer. But I don't think there's many on the Wii really, apart from obviously the Mario ones.
There's a few, but not that many of them.
No.
This is two games that I absolutely loved. Little over 20, getting on for 25 years probably now ago. I played these originally on the PS1. This is them on the PC. It is the original Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider 2. If anybody doesn't know what Tomb Raider is, you're probably watching the wrong channel, because if you know what video games are, you must know what Tomb Raider is.
There is some musts if you know what gaming is. Obviously Tomb Raider, Sonic, Mario, Crash and stuff like that.
Tomb Raider, the original, and Tomb Raider 2 were just absolutely massive.
Next up is another game for the PlayStation 3. It is the Book of Spells. Now this is the one with the Book of Spells, and it is sort of...
So what's that? Is this like Harry Potter?
Yes, it's like Harry Potter, and it is...
And you use the move controllers as a wand.
And it's from the same person who did write the Harry Potter books as well.
It probably is Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
located in Hogwarts Library, it says.
Well, there you go.
And that's it. Yeah.
One last title for this month, and again we're on the PC. This one is Children of the Nile, and
It's
No,
a 2.
I know nothing about it because I haven't tried it yet. I haven't installed it.
But it is by Sega.
But it looks like I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Caesar games on PC, where it looks like it's RTS, but it's not RTS battles. It looks like it's a city builder, and I really did like Caesar when that first came out. God, that was probably 15 to 20 years ago now as well. It's much more relaxed way of playing the game where you're just building your civilization up. So if I get time to play that, I'm sure I'll really enjoy it. But I've gone really heavy on strategy games, 4 for the PC this month. That'll take me a while to get through them, so I don't know when I'll get round to playing them all.
But it does
But
also come with a strategy disc. So
I will enjoy playing
if you
them.
get stuck, you do get the strategy.
Well, you do, but it's finding the time to play, because strategy games
Yeah, they
take
take
a
a long
long
time.
time to
It's is it around about the same as like an RPG?
well, it can be longer. It depends on the strategy game, really.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what we picked up this month, so that's what we're
It's
going to
a
be busy
decent
playing.
And that, but
If we get through this lot, we might have another haul next month. But that is for next month.
yes.
In the meantime, if you haven't already,
Give us a like, a share, and a subscribe, and turn the notification bell so you get notified on when we upload. And we will see you in the next video.